My name is Felicia and I'm an addict. First time I ever drank, I was 12 years old, and it was because I was with a older friend. We were out at her parents' campsite, and she's like, "You want this? I've seen family members drink. I'm gonna do it too." Once I got into high school, there was days that I would go to school and I wouldn't know where I parked my car when I got out. It started to get bad when it wasn't just alcohol anymore. It was taking pills for my sick uncle, dabbling with cocaine, but I didn't have a problem. It was just, I'm doing what everybody else is doing. I would go out all the time. My parents, they saw that happening, and I just decided not to go to work one day. I was at a wedding the night before, stayed up all night doing so many drugs, and then I couldn't get myself out of bed, and I knew that I had to work. I just didn't care. At this point, my car was in the impound from letting my dealer, who had warrants out for his arrest, drive. I kind of went to my parents and I said, "Hey, I need help getting my car out, so I'm gonna tell you all of this stuff." I was completely manipulating the situation. That's when I knew, like, hey, I don't think that I want to stop, but even if I do want to stop, I don't think that I can. It's not like an option for me. And so they put me in the IOP program. I went, I was like, this is great, awesome, I'm gonna be able to stop. No, because there's no one. When I get home, it's the same thing. I'm living in the same house that I was living in. I'm with the same people. How am I gonna stop when they're all still using? So I went back out. It was another month run, and we were robbing people. We couldn't afford the drugs anymore because neither one of us were employed. We had to do things like steal, and I knew that at this point, I was stuck, because if I wasn't there on the days that my dealer needed me to do these things, I was in trouble. And that was scary for me. I don't want to be caught up in this. When we decided to take $10,000 from a friend of ours and run away to Puerto Rico, we thought that we could get away with it. We were going to go out there and change our lives, but that's not how it works. We're still going to be there. My parents called, wouldn't let us drive my car because we were noticeably, under the influence. They wouldn't let us check in, and we just got obnoxious. So we were arrested and we went to jail. And as soon as we were let out, I spent all day Friday at my parents' house with no cell phone. I kind of gave that away. I knew that I didn't need it, because if I had it, I would use it for things that I shouldn't be doing. My parents woke me up on Saturday morning, said, "Hey, your Nana and Poppy are downstairs. They want to talk to you." Came downstairs, and my entire family were all there with letters written to me explaining their concern and what they've seen over the past few years, and how I've changed and how I've disappointed them. And they know that it's not me, it's the drug use. They said to me, "We want you to get help. If you want help, the help is there. Your plane leaves in 3 hours." And I said, "I'll go." I didn't take the program seriously. I was looking at other people, comparing my disease to them. Once I got kind of leveled out and started realizing, I can't leave this place. I'm here for the long haul. And then when I got out of treatment, 2 people that I was with in treatment died from overdoses. It's terrifying. I was excited to get out of treatment, but also very scared, because you're no longer in a bubble. You're no longer doing everything planned out day by day. You can make your own choices. It was hard. I have to walk past bars on my way to work, and I can't drink anymore. I lost that privilege because I can't do it normally. I continue to go to meetings. I have a sponsor that knows she's my sponsor. I work the steps. I have a service commitment in a home group, and I'm just using the tools that I was given in treatment. They told me that if you put all of these things together, that'll work. I struggle with the stress of paying bills and wanting to go back to school and going to work and getting up in the morning, and I have to do that without Adderall. Is that a joke, So when I get stressed out or overwhelmed, I have to fill that void with my program. It's reconditioning my brain to function a completely different way. I'm really big into meditation. Every time that I pray, I always see a hummingbird. But if I'm having a bad day, I see a hummingbird. If I'm having a really good day, I see 3 hummingbirds. Things are good though. My mom's told me that she's proud of me for the first time in a long time, which was really cool. I'm actually getting teary-eyed thinking about it. It's I talk to my parents every single day. I can be there for my brother. I'm there for other people. With my family, I know they're proud of me, and I can feel that they're proud of me. Sometimes I'll get out the letters that they wrote me in my intervention, just for a reminder, like, the reason that you're here, this is what brought you here. If you go back, it's going to wreck your family. You're going to ruin everything that you've built, and by no means is everything great, but it's getting there. It's going to take time. I did a lot of things to ruin the trust of my family, and it takes time, and they're not with me every day to see the progress that I've made, but I know in my heart that I'm making a difference, making a change, and eventually they'll be able to see that. I'm here today. I'm able to be me. I think clearly. I can feel feelings. I can feel scared, afraid, even the bad ones. It's good for me. But just being present day to day is something that I haven't been able to do since I was 12 years old. It's life or death. Like, it really is. And just keep doing what you're told to do. The 5 components of working a program, it's extremely important. Once you get complacent in one area or you don't do something, that's when your disease, it comes back. That's when, those thoughts and obsessions are just way too much for you to handle because you don't have that void filled, and you need that void filled at all times. That's our addiction, that's our disease. So just keep coming back. I know it sounds so cliche, it's what everybody says, but you have to. If you want it to work, you have to do what other people are doing. Fall like a little puppy, lost puppy, because you are at this point.